Hello, welcome back. This is Pulling Around, sponsored by Temecula and Winnelson. I'm Scott Thornton, and today I'm joined by my buddy, super smart guy, and sportsman, AJ Jacobson. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Glad to be here.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So what in the world do you do?
Professionally?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
professionally.
don't know what you're doing other places.
Well, hey, I'm sure we'll talk about that too.
We probably will, yes.
I work for Edward Jones. I'm a financial advisor.
Okay.
I've been there for 7 years. I help families plan.
All right. Plan for what?
Retirement, estate and legacy,
Okay.
anything financial.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's never too late to start.
Never too late to start.
Right. I thought it was.
Yeah.
And I didn't start till I was 46, 47,
Yeah.
maybe 48. I don't know, something like that.
You can't
But-
change the past. You can only change your trajectory going forward, right? So make
Yeah.
a change today and never too late.
And start to plan.
Mm.
Sooner the better, probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. All right. You got a lot of like letters after your title. Can
Yeah.
you explain what some of those letters mean?
Yeah, well, there's a couple of designations. It's like extra training that you can go get, extra school, right? Of different difficulties. There's AAMS, which I got a few years ago, but I just recently, last year, got my Chartered Financial Consultant, that's CHFC, through the American College for Financial Planning. So it's, 22 months worth of, master's level courses to make sure that I'm prepared to talk about tax planning and insurance and estate and legacy and like all the important stuff, right? It's just good education to make sure I stay sharp, and there's continuing requirements every year to make sure that I never lose that edge. So it's been good.
So that means like you're pretty dedicated.
This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Yeah.
And that also means there's math involved, right?
Some.
Yeah, I'm
Some.
out.
Well,
Yeah,
but I think the part that you'd be great at, 50% of the job is really just listening to people and understanding what their hopes and dreams are, right?
Mm.
And kind of connecting the pieces so that, all the stuff lines up. So you'd like that.
Thanks.
You'd be good at it.
But then the math would come in and I'd be like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cool. You also like sports.
I do like sports.
I'm a big sports fan.
Yeah, me too.
So your favorite is hockey.
Yeah, for sure. I've been playing hockey for off and on, except for injuries, for about 26 years or so.
Did you always live in California?
No, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. So
All right.
I was born in Spokane, Washington, and lived up there. I didn't get to California till high school sometime. So,
Yeah. So it makes a little more sense about the hockey.
yeah.
Um,
Do you know Spokane, Washington is the only major metropolitan area in the United States that would say hockey is their favorite sport?
really?
Yeah.
Even over
Every
like
other
Minnesota?
Yeah, every
Up
other
in-
major metropolitan area, it's the NFL. Football is
All
their
right.
favorite sport. So, but
Well, they
There's
don't
a
have a
little tidbit.
football team though in Spokane.
they do not. No,
So, I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
a skewed stat, but thank you for sharing.
they have the Spokane Chiefs, right? Minor league team. They've been
Oh, do
sold
they?
out continuously
Alright.
since like 1970 something. So,
All right.
yeah, they're horrible,
All right. Yeah. So,
but you gotta love them.
so it just reminded me of you. I've heard you say a few times now. You're like, I've got the most useless information in my brain.
It rattles around up there. Yeah, it's bad.
You just throw stuff out sometimes, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's another one. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll forget that in about 10 minutes. So, what's your favorite hockey team growing up?
Wow. Yeah, growing up, probably the LA Kings. When Wayne Gretzky moved to the Kings, that was a big deal.
was a big deal.
And loved watching that. And I was a Kings fan all the way up until about 2 years ago. Finally, Seattle got a team, the Kraken.
Mm-hmm.
They're a newer team, so
Fourth year?
third, I think. But,
okay.
now I've got this split allegiance, right? I've rooted for the Kings for a long time. Still love them. Really, honestly, I just love a good game. And there's very few teams that I dislike. I just, want to be entertained. And
Yeah. Can you say one you dislike?
I'm not a huge Boston Bruins fan. Especially the last few years with all the Florida teams just repeatedly going to the Cup. I'd like to see someone else go. So yeah, I mean, nothing I can't get over. A good game's a good game, but
You know who? It was Brad Marchand for me.
yeah,
I hated that person.
a little Weasley guy, yeah.
Man, and he
But
won again though.
good player. I mean, you want him
Yeah,
on your team, you hate him if you're not on his
kind
team.
of.
So,
I don't know if you're a baseball fan, but he's kind of like AJ Przinsky was
mm,
back in the catcher. You hated him when he was on the other team. When he was on your team, you're like, yes.
yeah.
And my favorite team is the White Sox. Yes, we have the worst record in MLB history. But in 2005, when we won the World Series, he was the catcher and a big part of it. So
Was Bo Jackson still playing back then?
that is a negative, sir.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's how much I kept
that was
up
like
with
the
the White
90s.
Sox. Yeah, that was the
So-
last time I paid attention to the White Sox.
Okay, well, you and like most of their fans too.
Yeah.
So
And like, wasn't Michael Jordan on their minor league team?
he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
Absolutely. Well, same owner
Oh,
as the Bulls and White Sox. Yes.
there you go. Makes sense. Couldn't
Yeah.
hit a curveball though, apparently.
No.
Yeah.
No. But he did buy the team like nicer hotels and a custom bus to ride around it.
Nice.
So yeah, I wouldn't have minded Michael Jordan being my teammate.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who's your favorite all-time hockey player?
Wow, that's tough. So there's some pretty obscure ones. Most of them, like when I first started playing hockey and watching hockey, I was into the Maple Leafs and I was into
Okay.
the New Jersey Devils because I had friends that were into those two teams. And so there was a player named Alexander Mogilny. He started on the New Jersey Devils. He ended up playing for the Leafs. His number was 89. Just a super talented, slick moves. I mean, he had the speed, and he wasn't the big bruiser out there, but man, he'd move around anybody. Good goal scorer. So he was probably my favorite player the longest.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm always looking for
Wasn't the great one?
who's got the moves. I liked Wayne Gretzky fine. I don't know.
He was pretty good.
I mean, he was really good. I mean, some of those records. I mean, the fact that Ovi, finally
Yeah.
got the goals record off of him. That's just amazing considering. But yeah, I mean, I think he's probably the first one that I actually got the jersey of was Alexander Mogilny. So
Okay.
that's where I would start. And then after that, I just became more of a fan of the sport, and like every team's got a couple players that I love to watch. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember the Devils. They were pretty good there for a while.
yeah, they had a
They
good
won what?
stretch,
3?
something like that.
3?
Yeah,
And
95, right around then.
was it Bordeaux?
Oh, Martin
Bordeaux?
Brodeur.
Yeah, their
The goalie.
goalie.
Yeah,
He was pretty good.
pretty dang good.
Yeah, I liked him. I grew up in the Chicago area, so I'm a Blackhawks fan. I like
Yeah.
the Blackhawks. And do you remember Doug Wilson?
I do. Yeah,
Last guy to not wear a helmet
yeah,
in the NHL.
yeah.
Yeah, my high school Spanish teacher, that was her son-in-law.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah, I can't
like, I
imagine.
almost knew him.
I can't imagine not wearing equipment. Like even the guys that didn't wear helmets, or I'll play with some guys that don't wear a bit. I'm like, what are you guys doing? You guys are
Have you
ridiculous.
fallen on ice?
Yeah,
That
it's-
hurts.
It does hurt.
Yeah, not have a helmet on.
Yeah, it sounds like a watermelon on concrete.
Yeah, oof.
Yeah, not the funnest.
No. What? So you still play now, right?
Yeah, I played on Sunday actually.
right.
Yeah, it was a good time.
What position do you play?
Right now I'm playing center forward mostly.
Mhm.
I played defense for a long time. I even played goalie for about a season and a half, and I was horrible at it. But it was
Does it
good,
hurt?
good at what, goalie?
Yeah.
No, I
Maybe
don't
the
think
pads
so.
are big enough.
Yeah, the pads are
I
fine.
would think they'd.
I just don't have the temperament to lose, and every time that puck goes past you, like it just burns you, like burns me hard. So I wasn't the best teammate, and I realized that. So I'm like, let me get back out to where I can make a mistake, and there's still 5 other guys that have to mess up, before the goals go in. So,
What about your top 5 players of all time then?
top 5
Yes.
of all time. I mean, well, we've talked about Mogilny. I think he's
Mhm.
great. I like Anze Kopitar from the Kings. Just like when you think about like a leader, like a really smart position player, like he's one of my favorite players to watch. Shoot, I'm trying to think of who else. Now that Joe Sakic, Avalanche, awesome player to watch. The big bruisers. I mean, I liked what was his name?
Eat
Todd
Kachuk.
Bertuzzi.
Oh.
Oh, Kachuk's good too, but Todd Bertuzzi, when they had the West Coast Express on the Vancouver Canucks, it was Marcus Naslund and I think Morrison and Todd Bertuzzi. They were fun to watch and they were rough players. So, there's good stuff like that. I mean, I like watching, Austin Matthews now on the Leafs. He's fun. It's also cool to root for American players because I just got to, I
I
guess.
haven't heard any Blackhawk players, but
Blackhawks, Chris Chelios when he was on the Blackhawks,
All
huge
right.
fan. Eddie Belfour was on the Blackhawks, right?
Yeah, but he wasn't. Patrick Kane.
We can agree to disagree.
Oh.
He's a good player,
He's-
but he's a little weaselly
Oh.
sometimes. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You couldn't catch that guy.
100% I could not catch. I couldn't catch that guy backwards.
Yeah,
In fact, funny story. I don't know if you've ever heard of Scott Niedermeyer. He played on the Ducks and he played on the Devils for a while, but
Defenseman?
yeah, I had a buddy that is from the same part of Vancouver as him, and he was home for vacation at one point, and Scott Niedermeyer showed up to the rink to play pickup hockey, whatever, with all the guys, and everybody was having a good time or whatever. But Scott Niedermeyer challenged everybody to a race, or maybe my buddy challenged him. I can't remember how it went, but challenged him to a race, and Scott Niedermeyer said, "Okay, we'll race one lap around the rink, but only if I can go backwards."
And he still beat him.
And he still beat him by like a mile. Just awesome skater. So yeah, another fun story.
And I do have to say that I think hockey players have probably got to be the most skilled out of all athletes. Because to do the things they do on skates and ice, what in the world?
Yeah.
I just, it blows me away.
I've heard it described as doing three completely unnatural things at the same time. I mean, you're skating, you're handling a flat disc with a long, stick, and then you've got to be smart enough still to play the sport, right? So 2 out of 3 of those things have to be automatic so that you can think about the third one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely humbling. And especially for me, I didn't really learn to play till I was older. I started at 27. So, as a kid I played baseball. So I didn't even start on skates until I was older. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and the conditioning that takes too. Oh my.
I know I'm a specimen.
You, my man. Do you have a hockey card? I'd like to get it if I could. Yeah.
I should get one.
You
That would be
should.
great. Yeah.
I know somebody who's got a card making machine.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Our friend Leilani.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll have to figure it out.
Football?
Yeah, Seahawks fan.
All right.
Yeah. I'm from there, so I got to root for them.
So how are you feeling about the quarterback change?
Better than Geno. I mean, I think Geno's a tremendous athlete. I didn't feel like he really clicked with the system they were trying to run. So, it makes sense that
When Pete Carroll left, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense that they're kind of switching it up. So, love to see it. I mean, obviously they had 2 veteran receivers leave too, Metcalf and Lockett. I mean, so that was, big, but, Cooper Kupp's there now. So hopefully we see some action there, but yeah,
I like your running backs.
yeah. Yeah.
I think they're good. I think Lockett was kind of getting towards the end there, a little long in the tooth, and he was very hit or miss.
Yeah.
I love DK.
Yeah.
That dude.
Except his attitude. Like if he could check it at the sideline, that'd be great. But
Yeah, I'm the Sports Center guy on that, right? I
Yeah.
catch his highlights. I'm like, oh, he's good.
tremendous athletes for sure. But I think if you're from the Pacific Northwest, you got to root for your team with enough enthusiasm to where it's not going to break your heart when December rolls around and they're out. But
I'm a Bears fan, so
yeah,
I know about your
0-2.
heart
How do
getting
you feel
broken.
about that?
We're not talking about that, okay? Thank you.
I'm not running the combo
Leave
today.
now. It's been rough.
Yeah,
I bought into the hype. I was all in.
yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
go.
gonna do it. We're gonna make the playoffs this year. Maybe we'll win the Super Bowl.
All right.
And after the first 2 games, I've given up completely, and my spirit's been crushed.
Well,
So
sometimes it takes a minute to organize that stuff. So
yeah, I'm giving it till mid-season, see where we're at. We got I want to say the 5th or 6th hardest schedule
yeah,
in the NFL this year too. So
just from travel and the teams you're playing.
and teams we're playing, yeah. So
I wish you luck.
yeah, I should have had a no discuss topic before we started, but
A no-fly zone. Sorry, I didn't mean to breach that airspace.
But I will say, In my head, right, sports, we've got 2 out of probably the top 6 players ever in sports, Jordan and Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to me, Walter Payton was the greatest running back ever. He did everything. He did it without a line. There's a lot of great ones out there, but man,
those were fun years to watch
that
for sure.
guy was, and then Jordan. I mean, that was my heyday growing up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't care what anybody else says. So,
well, he's the GOAT for sure.
I love him. So, what do you like to do outside of looking at numbers and helping people with their dreams?
I mean, my wife would tell you I have infinity hobbies because I like to learn things. I've always been a avid learner. Taught myself how to DJ for a while, so that was a good side hobby. I play a lot of board games, a lot of tabletop role playing games, like a super nerd.
I've seen your game room.
Yeah, I like video games. I just picked up Borderlands 4, so I'm playing that.
All right.
I have a 3D printer, so I taught myself how to do CAD and design parts and 3D print parts. I was an award-winning home brewer for 30 years.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I like to do stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
So basically, you don't have any free time.
Yeah, somehow I managed to fill it all up. I try and clear off my calendar, like, oh, it'll be so nice to have all this time, and I find reasons to add stuff to my plate. It's bad.
Do you get in trouble from the wife, or?
No, she's the most gracious person I know. I mean, honestly, she knows that it'll make me a better person and calm me down from the stuff that stresses me out. So she's super supportive, and she has fun with some of it too. She loves to go to the hockey games and some of the other stuff. So
yeah. How long have you guys been married now?
We've been together over 20 years now, so that's been great. It may have taken me a while to get married, but hey, it's never too late to start.
Very gracious woman, and yes.
Yeah, absolutely. But
yeah, nice. I've met your wife. She's wonderful.
Yep.
So you're a very lucky man.
Super lucky.
Yeah. You've been traveling lately too.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. We just got back from Ireland about 6 weeks ago. That was like my bucket list trip, like the one I've been waiting for my entire life.
Is it as green as you always see? And
it's hard to explain. I mean, you could take 1,000 pictures, but I will sum it up by saying there is not 1 inch of ground on that island that doesn't grow something.
Right.
Yeah, and it's whatever color of green it is, like there's all the colors of green are there. But yeah, interesting story. We landed at Dublin Airport and we're peeling out of the parking lot in a van with some other advisors. It was a Jones trip, so we all went. And in the median on the highway, the motorway, I'm like, those are blackberry plants. And all the other advisors were making fun of me. No, they're not. I will tell you, they shouldn't mess with me, but I grew up with blackberries plants everywhere. There were blackberry plants all over that island, and it was August, so I was eating blackberries on every time I got off the bus. It was fantastic. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty green.
The beer's better over there, like they say too?
The beer is tastier over there. And now specifically the local beer, right? So the first pub we went to, when we stopped in Northern Ireland, we stayed in this little town called Newcastle. It's where the Royal County Down golf course is. But the most famous golf course in the world right now. It's the hardest one. Anyways, long story short, we stop at this pub and I have a Smithwick's, which is a local Irish beer. I had a Guinness second, so it was right in there. But yeah, super fresh, super tasty. They have standards for how they pour it, how cold it is exactly, how long it has to sit there. But this particular pub we were at, they had a special for Coors Light. And I'm like, well, let's see how well Coors Light travels 6,000 miles. And it was horrible. It tasted like aluminum foil. It was pretty bad. So, now in my head, every time, I'll have a Guinness here, I just remember how good it was over there. Super good.
So definitely a difference.
Definitely different. Wow. I mean, they drink enough of it to where I'm sure it doesn't sit at the pub very long.
Are there pubs everywhere too?
There are
I've never
pubs
been there, so
everywhere.
you hear, oh, there's pubs on every corner, and
Yeah, there are pubs everywhere, and it's the place to go. I mean, the tiny little town we first stopped in, it was half of it was tourists and half of it was locals, and it was a great mix of all of it, and everybody was just happy to be there and sing bad karaoke, which was awesome.
yes, it's one of
Yeah,
my favorites.
me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
absolutely.
Yeah, but I highly recommend it. That there's so much to see there. And Northern Ireland was a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. Just the geography and the
Mm.
things to see. And Belfast was a great town, and
How are the people?
people were fantastic. You know, no lie. We bump into people and they'd be like, "Oh, where are you guys headed?" We're like, "Oh, we're going to go here, but then we're going to be at the pub later." They're, "Oh, well, maybe we'll see you there." And in most countries, that's just like, small talk, like
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm good,
Yeah,
bye.
and then like 5 hours later, they walk in the door. "Oh, I'm so glad you're still here. Like, let's have a pint." And then
Yeah.
it's rude not to buy the first pint. It's rude not to buy a backup pint. And the next thing you know, you're having a great time. So
You're all pinted out.
yeah, great country, great people.
Very
Can't.
cool. And didn't you go to Scotland too?
The year before, yeah, we went to Edinburgh the year before. We went during the Fringe Festival, which is the big festival in Edinburgh. They have comedians and live music, and they have that Royal Military tattoo where all the bagpiping bands come from around the world to do that.
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's the time to go to Edinburgh for sure. The weather was great. It rained on us for like 15 minutes, which was an anomaly the whole week. It was only one time. But yeah, I've been super lucky that, I wouldn't have paid for these trips on my own, I don't think. But, my company, Edward Jones, they give us a way to earn the trips
Mhm.
and take our spouses. And last year we got to take the kids too. And I'm super blessed and lucky to work for a company that gives me those opportunities that I would be too cheap to pay for on my own.
Well, to earn also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're definitely not handed out, but my wife is starting to get to the level where she's expecting it every year now. So, every September, because we qualify twice a year, and it's a September and March, and every September and March, I'm like, am I gonna make it?
Yeah. She's like, okay, what clothes do I need to
Yeah.
buy?
She's looking at the catalog, because they give us a catalog to pick from, and that's always a subtle gesture that I need to get my stuff going. So.
Nice. Well, speaking of Edward Jones,
Yeah.
if someone wanted to get an advisor,
Yeah.
where could they reach AJ Jacobson?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my website's great. It's got a little background on me and all the contact information. It's edwardjones.com/AJ-Jacobson. It's also probably just as easy to Google me, just AJ Jacobson, Edward Jones. There's no other AJ Jacobsons at Edward Jones. So, you're pretty likely to get
One
a
of a
good hit.
kind. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Where are you located?
Here in Temecula,
Oh.
down in Old Town. I'm not sure how many people will be listening from way away, but it's the part of Southern California that's not LA and it's not San Diego,
Yeah,
right?
thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We're getting close though with the traffic. It feels like some days.
it does. Yeah.
That's a lie. It's
It
not
does.
close to like traffic at all.
Hey, but I'll take it. I mean, my commute's only 12 miles from home, which is the least it's been in 30 years. So I'm super, super happy to be supporting my local community too.
Yeah. Well, it is a great community.
Yeah.
Met so many great people here like yourself and yeah. So, well, thank you for being on.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Tell me about all your travels and stuff. And if you want to get some advice or consulting, or give AJ a call. He's got all the stuff he can tell you.
Yeah. Happy to talk to anybody for sure.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
All right.